Happy weekend, everyone. It's the NBA on Saturday night, presented to you live on 2K Sports. Hello, basketball fans. Brian Anderson here, courtside with Doris Burke and Grant Hill. Our reporter is Allie LaForce. And a look at Minnesota's opening lineup. Both of the towers out there for them. Cat at the 4, Gobert at the 5. Conley and Ant are the 1 and the 2. And it's McDaniels in at the small forward position. And for New Orleans, Ingram is the 3, with Zion playing the 4. Alvarado and McCollum comprise the backcourt. And it's Valanciunas in at the 5, roaming the paint. A battle of the big men. Grab some popcorn for this face-off at the center position tonight, Grant.
Oh, no question, B.A. I mean, these bigs bring the size and skill. Who has more tools in their toolkit? I mean, we're about to find out.
Now here's McCollum. Valanciunas finds Williamson. Back to Valanciunas. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Outside McDaniels. Over Ingram. Rebounded by Ingram. Williamson inside. Towns on him. Oh, and Towns with the block. Edwards looking it over. The 15-footer. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in.
Well, if you find yourself in between in that mid-range area, Anthony Edwards so confident. Rise and fire, young sir.
Ingram, the pass to McCollum. Pass to Williamson. Up and in on the layup.
Excellent work inside from Williamson. This is why he's so aggressive down there.
Towns outside. Edwards against McCollum. And Edwards with the basket on the assist from Towns. Edwards got his second bucket on the night. The Pelicans have gone 1 for 3 so far. Pass to Ingram. Over McDaniels. The shot by Ingram, no good. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. McDaniels passes to Gobert. Back to Daniels. Here's Edwards. McCollum defends. Just 5 to shoot. For 3, Conley. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Well, just such a smooth, pretty lefty stroke. That three-point opportunity for Mike Conley. Yes, sir.
Here's Ingram. Towns with a rebound. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It'll be on Zion Williamson.
Boy, don't let the small frame fool you. Mike Conley so tough on the interior.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Free throw drops for Conley. Many teams try to play 2 bigs in their lineup, but without success. Grant, what makes Minnesota different?
You know, B.A., the fact that no matter who's in that rotation up front, one of the 2 bigs can stretch the floor. And then on the defensive side, they use their length to contest shots on the perimeter.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Williamson passes to Alvarado. Valanciunas with it. And here's Ingram. Shot to stop the run. Again, the miss by Ingram. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes play. Down low. And it's powered home by Towns.
Assisted. And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
And it's Willie Green calling the timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. There aren't many more dominant defenders in the NBA than Gobert.
Well, that's definitely fair to say, B.A., because his defense has an outsized influence on a game. The inside presence changes an opponent's game plan.
Alvarado outside. Williamson with a screen on Conley. Alvarado outside. 5 to shoot. Williamson for 3. It's rebounded by Minnesota. It's a 9-point spread. Ingram against McDaniels. Pass to Conley. Lets the 3 fly. That shot off. McCollum against Edwards. Now here's Valanciunas. First quarter of play, and just over 3.5 minutes in. Here's Alvarado. From down in the low post, it goes.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I was able to talk with Willie Green for a minute, and he said when you watch film on Karl Anthony Towns, his size is impressive, but when you're actually standing next to him, he looks a whole lot bigger. And he knows how to use that size on the blocks and on the perimeter, which makes him an especially tough cover. Brian?
Okay, thank you, Allie. Shot's good by McCollum.
Off the pass, McCollum can be instantaneous. He doesn't think, he just shoots.
Now here's Conley. Alvarado defending. Pass to Towns. Puts up a 3. Valanciunas with a rebound. Pelicans trail by 4. Now here's Ingram. Still no points. To the inside. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Well, it still works. Might be one of the oldest tricks in the book, but that up fake earns Valanciunas a trip to the line.
New Orleans shooting their first free throws of the night now.
2 shots.
And he drops the first. Grant, when you look at this Pelicans team, their length is so impressive.
Yeah, they've made a point to draft players with big wingspans, and that really helps them on the defensive end. They're all very switchable.
And Valanciunas drops them both. And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
Now here's Edwards. Ooh, and once again off the mark by Minnesota. McCollum looks around. Pass to Valanciunas. Williamson outside. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
Physically, there's just no way to match up with Zion, especially now that he can go to the right hand.
Zion Williamson seems intent on silencing all the doubters moving forward, Graham.
Yeah, B.A., he's not taking any more questions about conditioning. His physicality and play really answer that question now. He has been looking better than ever.
The first one falls. And Grant, you look at the players the Pelicans have gone after recently. They have a clear plan.
Well, they do, B.A. They want to surround Zion with shooters, which, of course, makes sense. It's sort of the same kind of blueprint the Bucks laid out with Giannis. If you can shoot, the Pelicans have a spot for you.
And New Orleans making a change here. Jones is checked in. And it's tied up with that one.
Yeah, the physical abilities of Zion are truly next level. His build, his strength, I mean, it makes him difficult to defend and totally unique.
Outside Edwards. To the middle. Towns, a screen on McCollum. Conley up top. McCollum defends. Count that bucket.
I can see Mike Conley an innate sense for where that shot clock is, and I've got to make a shot, no problem.
And it's Willie Green calling the timeout here. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And it really feels like the chemistry of this Timberwolves team has taken a step forward.
And B.A., you know this. Winning always enhances that energy and chemistry. But beyond that, this is a roster full of players that have had individual success, and now they're hungry and thirsty for team success, because that's the true measure.
Come on, y'all gotta move it out there. Bring your move. You're gonna need some dance lessons.
Here's Williamson. McCollum outside. Pass to Ingram. The shot off that time. McDaniels with some nice D. Outside Edwards. Back to Conley. Up and over McCollum. Another miss. He's 2 for 4. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Outside Ingram. Conley against McCollum. 6 on the shot clock. Valanciunas with a screen on McDaniels. Ingram finally gets one to go. That makes him 1 for 5 in this game.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Conley against McCollum. Conley passes to Edwards. And he drops it in from the low post. Edwards has got 6.
And that strength and concentration from Anthony Edwards. Yes, there's contact. Doesn't bother him.
Pass to Valanciunas. Back to Ingram. Valanciunas sets a screen. Ingram deciding where to go with it. Over McDaniels. The shot by Ingram, no good. And so Conley will bring it up for the T-Wolves. Inside, here's Towns. The Pelicans pull it in. Left side Ingram. Here he goes. And a slam dunk by Ingram.
Moving so well at 6'8". Ingram can be a lot to handle, especially on the drive.
For Minnesota, they've gone 6 of 13 so far in this one. Outside McDaniels. Towns up top. Reed a screen on Williamson. Towns passes to Reed. Stolen by Valanciunas. McDaniels against Ingram. Valanciunas with a screen on McDaniels. Pass to Valanciunas. And Mike Conley picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. The Pelicans making a switch here. Richardson's checked in. And Minnesota making a change here. Timberwolves on D. Jones, the pass to Williamson. 6 to shoot. Oh, what a play! It's snatched out of the air. Credit the block. On the wing, Noel. And there's the whistle. That one goes on Herb Jones. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Outside, Alexander Walker. Down low. Here's Reed. The Pelicans pull it in. Valanciunas has got 5 rebounds tonight. Ingram with the ball. Towns covering. And he banks in the layup. Ingram's got 6 points.
A long wing. Ingram has the ability to score down low, not just knocking down perimeter shots.
Pass to Anderson. Reed sets a screen. Anderson drives. And finished off by Anderson.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
And here's New Orleans now, following the score by Minnesota. And the basket by Williamson.
And the closer, the better for Zion. Kind of surprising to see him stretch it out a little.
Outside, Anderson. Reed to screen on Ingram. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. New Orleans making some changes. Hernan Gomez is checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Marshall comes in for Zion Williamson. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Richardson. And that one drops, so now they lead by 1. And here's New Orleans now. Pass to Marshall. For 3, McCollum. The rebound by the Timberwolves.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Towns outside. To the inside. And there's Anderson. That one's good. On the assist by Towns.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
Ingram, the pass to Hernan Gomez. Back to Ingram. Here's Jones. Pass to McCollum. Hernan Gomez in the high post. Just 4 to shoot. Shoots over Reed. And the first shot of the night for him. Missing. The Timberwolves lead by 3. Oh, what a performance offensively.
They're really rolling at that end. Excellent game plan.
Here's Towns. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
I'll tell you this, nice play by Towns. This guy can get it done. Back to the basket or facing up, doesn't matter.
There's 53 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Hernan Gomez sets a screen. There's McCollum with the 3. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Towns has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Alexander Walker. Got it. Good job in the low post. Pelicans trail by 7. Out left to the wing. Here's Marshall, covered by Towns. Ingram, the pass to Hernan Gomez. McCollum outside. Shot clock at 5. Ingram on the wing. Over Towns. And again, New Orleans no good.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Noel, pass to Anderson. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's Minnesota closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. We'll be right back with you shortly. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
Well, guys, early on, they're driving the lane constantly, using their quickness to gain an advantage. Look at their points off penetration.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
Well, despite the effort to create super teams, the league has a lot of parity right now, Grant.
It really does, and I like it. It's not quite like the 80s Celtics and Lakers or the 90s Bulls, partly because of the salary cap. It's so hard to pay more than 2, maybe 3 stars at a time.
The backcourt, McCollum and Jones. Najee Marshall is out there with Trey Murphy, and it's Nance in at the 5. That's the Pelicans 5 as we get into the second quarter. Now here's McCollum. Pass to Marshall. Now McCollum over Edwards. Shot's good by McCollum. McCollum's got his second basket of the night.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Brian, Anthony Edwards, his disposition just brightens a locker room. Coach Chris Finch said he's an absolute joy to coach. Always in a great mood with a great smile. It doesn't matter if he plays well or he doesn't. Every day he has the same approach and the same attitude.
And he wants to be great, Allie. There's no doubt about that.
And defenses can forget how good of a passer McCollum is.
Now Edwards. He's got 6. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Anderson with a screen. A deep 3. Oh! Edwards showcasing the range.
This guy, when he steps across half court, he is within range. Anthony Edwards, my goodness.
There's McCollum with the 3. He drops it from range. McCollum's got 8.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Anderson can't get it to go. Pelicans trail by 8. Here's Marshall. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Personal foul.
It's going to be on Naz Reid.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
New Orleans shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight.
2 shots.
He misses the free throw. Alvarado's checked in for the Pelicans. He hits the second from the line. And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Reid, a screen on Jones. The 3 is up. Edwards can't hit.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that
For 3, McCollum. Reid with the rebound. The Timberwolves lead by 7. Anderson passes to Edwards. Reid, a screen on Jones. Pass to Alexander Walker. The 3 ball. The Pelicans pull it in. And here's Alvarado. Now for those joining us now, we're in the second quarter, about 3 minutes gone by. Nance can't get it to go.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Outside, Alexander Walker. And here's Reid. Falls back and drains a fadeaway J. Reid's got 7 now in this quarter. Pelicans trail by 9. Outside Jones. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Back to McCollum. 3-pointer. And that bucket makes him 4 for 7 today. Good production.
With confidence and ability from long range, I love it. McCollum's able to space the floor and keep the defense honest.
Now here's Alexander Walker. Pass to Anderson. Outside, Alexander Walker. Reed sets a screen. Clock at 6. Alexander Walker, the pass to Edwards. Anthony Edwards rains one in.
Oh, that is a stone-cold three by the Ant-Man.
Doris, one of the most physical guards in the NBA, Anthony Edwards.
If you want to talk about a prototypical NBA body, it's Anthony Edwards. He's got size, strength, athleticism, but beyond that, he's so skilled. 3-level scorer, versatile on the defensive end, fearless when it matters. Anthony Edwards may be the next face of the league.
Now here's Edwards. 12 points for him. McCollum pulls it in. Pelicans trail by 9. On the wing, Jones. Let's go with a 3. And it's Noel with a rebound. Noel's got 4 rebounds now. Outside, Anderson. Pass to Alexander Walker. Here's Reed. His 4th make in 5 tries. Solid start for him.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Well, Larry Nance Jr. using that shot fake so effectively to get the defense off their feet.
First trip to the line for him here.
Larry Nance Jr.
And the first one at the line is good.
You know, even though Larry Nance doesn't handle it on every possession, you can expect him to be a factor on the defensive end and on the glass.
Williamson's checked in for the Pelicans. Ingram comes in for Jones. And Minnesota will go for a different look here. Rudy Gobert's checked in for Reed. Karl Anthony Towns comes in for Anderson. McDaniels is checked in for Noel. And Conley subbed in for Alexander Walker. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And Minnesota has possession. Conley passes to McDaniels. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Doris, you look at the tools McDaniels has on defense. He can be special.
He can. There's incredible length, the reach, the strength. McDaniels very much able to be a shutdown defender against the best offensive players in the game.
Free throw good, McDaniels. Marshall, he's checked in for Nance. And so he makes both from the line. Here's Alvarado. Outside Ingram. Pass to Marshall. To the paint. Here's Williamson. The shot misses. Good work defensively by Towns. Edwards for 3. The Pelicans pull it in. Here's Marshall. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns. He's made 1 and missed 1 so far at the line.
Personal foul. 13 foul. At the line for your Pelicans, Najee Marshall. 1 shot.
And the free throw, no good. And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 9-point game. Pass to Towns. Offensively, Karl Anthony Towns is one of the most well-rounded big men in the league, Grant.
Yeah, maybe in league history, B.A. He's an elite three-point shooter, most scorer, and his passing is severely underrated.
The line for 2.
And that one falls for Towns. Doris, you look at the shooting of Karl Anthony Towns, a 7-footer. He's as good as it gets.
He is, B.A. He has been verging on the 50, 40, 90 efficiency type numbers in recent years. He is right there with Dirk Nowitzki when you talk about the sweetest shooting big men of all time.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Williamson outside, and it's Willie Green calling the timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here.
Attention fans, now on the court is your hype squad. Get loud. We got the free t-shirts on the way. Get on your feet and let me know you need one.
Alvarado, the pass to Ingram. Outside Jones. Pass to Williamson. Over Gobert. Good D by Gobert. The Timberwolves lead by 11. And here's Edwards, defended by Jones. Back to Conley. Picked by Gobert. With some arc. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
You can see that defenders try to play with a level of physicality against Mike Conley, but this guy's such a tough competitor, he'll get to the line.
On the night, he's 2 for 2 at the stripe. First free throw is good.